What?
Yeah, take over. The break's over. Yo, the takeover. The break's over.
And we're back!
We've given Guapo control of the soundboard.
That is not a good idea.
Terrible
Not at all.
idea. This isn't even going to be a show anymore, is it?
No, I think you just kind of...
All right, enough.
Okay. We get it. We get it. You're excited we're back.
Well, guys,
and
we're
so
back.
should you, because we're back after a month. I am Suave.
Has it been a month or two?
It has been a month.
Kristen,
Senor de Guapo.
who did the Guapo show, if you guys want to go check
Check
that
out next week
on the
where I'll
channel.
be posting again.
Great.
Anyways, we've been gone a while,
We have.
obviously. I'm going to
Well-
go ahead and take these off because I don't need to hear what this is saying now, but continue.
Well, we've been gone. We had some things we had to take care of. I was moving. Kristen was moving as well.
Guapo's being Guapo.
We also had new budgets, so look at this awesome table that we have.
And that my roommate totally didn't buy.
And she's totally not here right now, so...
Nope.
We're
I
fucking
moved in
shit
with
up.
I moved in with my friend Jenny, and we finally have time to do this.
She was my conscience from a previous episode.
Yes, she was. And we have a new mic now,
We do have a
so
new
we don't
mic.
have to hold
Oh.
microphones anymore.
It just hears everything.
I know, it just hears
It's like we're
everything.
actual YouTubers or something.
What? We're almost professionals.
Almost.
Almost. Keyword is almost.
But anyway, so let's start. We're going to talk about the new format of the show, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, not much of what we're talking about is changing, but we were trying to do once a week. Obviously, that didn't pan out.
Well, we had a lot of schedule conflicts with my work. I've been working a lot of overtime lately, so...
He works a lot. I work a lot.
So we just kind of condensed it all into do twice a month. Longer shows, but still have our Wrestle recap twice a month.
All right, so it's still going to be jump cutty, though, so...
Well, we still have in the budget for a new camera.
Yes, we're working on it.
Kickstarter, if you would like to donate to the Wrestle Recap crew.
No, it's only like the 8th Kickstarter we talked about.
No, this is the same one we've talked about several times.
And not the $3,000 couch.
And not the $3,000 couch, because that's actually a possibility.
Are you going to buy the $3,000 couch?
No.
I'm not buying the $3,000
Damn it.
couch.
We need white girl credit.
We just, and by we I mean I, just discovered that we can totally just plug in the camera and it charges while it's recording.
Way to go!
Wait, you mean a thing that we couldn't do before?
Yeah, I know. We totally couldn't do it before. Now
You
it's
can
letting us
actually
do
do
it.
it?
Exactly.
Did you download an update for your camera?
I don't know what happened.
They have some kind of software update?
I don't know. But
What is
it
this
doesn't-
21st century bullshit?
But it does it now, so we're just rolling with it.
We'll roll with it. And she's fandangling.
Alright, moving on.
Moving on.
All right, Suave has a list of stuff to
We have
talk
a
about
list.
because we are not just going to talk about Raw because
No,
Raw was
we've
horrible.
been gone too long just to kind of talk about Raw. We kind of just phased by Raw this week because there really was nothing there to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to talk about things big events that happened since Mania. Number one being AJ Lee's retirement.
Oh, I'm so saddened by that. But it leaves a gap for somebody else to move up.
It does. It leaves a lot of gap for the NXT women's division to move in. Notably Charlotte and
You know, when they
hopefully the
actually
boss,
debut her.
Sasha Banks.
You know,
I love
when
you.
they actually debut them
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
sooner or later. But I'm sad to see her go. But I mean,
You know, she's accomplished everything.
Yeah, there wasn't much left for her to do. And how long was she really going to last with all the bad blood between her company and her husband?
Yeah. Especially with there's a lot of legal matters that's going between the doctors with WWE and her husband.
So, it wasn't shocking to me, but I was sad.
Yeah.
Very sad.
AJ, we're gonna miss you, but I'm glad you're happy and your family's happy. So, best of luck with your future endeavors. Moving forward, the Jericho Cena podcast.
Yeah, I know that was a while back, but a lot of people, especially on our little Smart Mark page, talked about how the reason why they had Jericho instead of Stone Cold was because Vince maybe had a problem with some of the questions Stone Cold asked Triple H. Who knows how true that is? But
We really won't find out the truth to that. But the thing is, I can see where Stone Cold probably kind of rode the line that Vince laid out for him.
well, I mean, Jericho also knows Cena more than Stone Cold
Which is
would.
true.
Whereas Stone Cold knows Triple H and
Mm-hmm.
knows Vince, but hasn't been around for John Cena all that much.
He was already out of the company by the time John Cena was already
So it
moving
made
up.
sense, but it was kind of like two buddies talking, and
Yeah,
you
it
didn't
felt-
really learn anything.
It felt like they were reminiscing on past events that happened between them and what they both experienced in the WWE as they were moving up the ladder, so to speak.
They did talk about the one possibility of Cena turning heel and how excited he was about it, and then it didn't happen.
He also bought merchandise.
Like he bought like a ring attire to be heel. But I don't know if we'll ever see a Cena heel turn.
I don't think so.
But he
Not right now.
He brought up a good point talking about a possibility of a heel turn.
Cena's heel turn?
And it's gone.
He brought up a good point about the fact that if they're going to turn him heel, they need to have a suitable replacement for the kids.
Exactly.
And they don't.
And I would say, and a lot of people would argue with me, Daniel Bryan is that guy, but the thing is, Daniel Bryan cannot stay healthy.
That's
He's
so
got a lot of
sad.
medical issues that's going on, including for this Sunday. He will not be participating in Extreme Rules.
I believe that's definitely confirmed. It is.
I don't know if it is confirmed or not, but that is a rumor that
the podcast we did last night, they said it was confirmed.
Which you can check out on Spaz Phoenix's channel, where you can see myself, Kristen, Spaz Phoenix, OK Fabe, and Heel Steven, where we run down the Extreme Rules.
We actually did two shows with them. We did one for WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and then we did one for Extreme Rules. So go check out Spaz Phoenix's shows. We like Spaz.
Yep, you can.
They're good shows. Check them out. Suave approved.
Even though he hasn't been on one yet.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Sooner or later. I was moving. I had a lot of stuff going on, so once my schedule kind of clears up,
You
moving
got
towards the
stuff for
summer.
it now, so we can definitely include you in it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on from Jericho and Cena's podcast.
I like to talk about our current champion,
Oh, Seth Rollins.
the future Seth Rollins.
I thought he was the present now.
Oh, the present.
Is he the present? I don't know.
According to Seth Rollins, he's the present.
Wow, he sped up in time. He doesn't have much time left then.
No.
He
I
was
still say he's the future. He's still the future
He's
to me.
still the future.
He's still got some things to work on, but
I like his.
Tyler Black is pretty good, yeah.
He's essentially Edge. Let's be honest.
it's the Edge character.
He's being all he needs is the long jacket and the
And Lita.
entrance. And Lita.
He needs better ring gear for one.
He
He needs better music.
He looks like a rejected X-Men.
He
No,
does.
we've
We've
seen
said that before.
Plenty of times.
But I like how his title reign is going, which is funny because I've always been very anti against the cowardly heel champion.
Yeah.
But it works for him.
It does work for him, especially with Authority kind of collapsing while he's actually champion.
And you know what? Why it actually works for me? Because we've had such a long run of we had Daniel Bryan being champion, who is a strong champion. We had Brock Lesnar being champion, who is a strong champion. It wasn't month after month of cowardly
No,
heel
he's your
champion.
cookie cutter champion right now.
So
He fits the mold of the perfect, or not a perfect, but your general heel champion.
I'm
Very cowardly, gonna go behind every little tit and tap with every rule and try to get away with everything.
My bad.
he's not good with the soundboard yet. He's just
My
pushing.
computer's
buttons.
acting up. I'm
His
sorry.
Softball got the
computer-
dumb.
His computer's acting up. Should we talk about Seth Rollins' curb stomp?
Let's talk about the curb stomp. And as I don't know if it's
motherfucker.
confirmed or not, but there's rumors of the curb stomp being banned. I know Monday we did not see the curb stomp, and it's been removed from his cinematic when he's walking to the ring. It does no longer show him doing the curb stomp, and looked like he'd be replacing it with some kind of DDT, possibly the Phoenix Splash.
I agree. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Stomp. I liked the curb stomp.
It was so heelish.
It was going to happen sooner or later. I mean, they took away the punt from Randy, so they're going to take away the curb
Well,
stomp.
Randy already had a finisher in place before that. Seth has only had the curb stomp, to my knowledge. I don't know if he'll go into what he did in ROH days as Tyler Black.
Probably not.
Not even close.
You know what we brought up? I mean, granted, it wouldn't be a permanent finisher for him, but you know what we brought up in the other podcast was him beating Randy Orton with the RKO.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I agree. That would be the best finish for that match.
Really good.
Is like Randy will try to do some kind of top rope maneuver, and he'll catch Randy in an RKO.
I don't think it'll be a top rope maneuver. It will be something that's just completely off guard.
It'll be from
It'll catch everyone.
nowhere.
Randy doesn't go up top.
That's true. You don't see Randy Orton go up top.
Maybe Randy decides he's going to change it up a little bit.
And then that'll never happen again.
That won't happen.
No, because we'll definitely...
There's two things we know will come from Randy. Crazy and...
Headlocks?
Headlocks.
Rest holds.
Rest hold.
We count the headlocks per match with Randy.
Yeah.
We
drink every time there's a rest hold.
We could do a play-by-play of Extreme Rules, but, I mean, it's such a lackluster pay-per-view.
But the card is just really...
Really, you have Roman Reigns versus Big Show? It's a horrible sound. And it's a last man standing match.
So what you're going to tell me is that Roman Reigns... Look, I'm going to call out the match. What's going to happen? Roman Reigns is going to throw a table on top of Big Show so he can't get up. Like we've seen 50,000 times already when Big Show's in last man standing matches.
You forgot about something.
What?
He's going to take his fist, he's going to cock it, and then he's going to make it rain. About 4 to 5 times.
We were trying to forget about that.
Pretty much.
I didn't need that visual. Thank you, Guapa.
No, I didn't need it.
But with the Intercontinental title match not being in there, it's a really short card. So which match do you expect to be extended due to the lack of the card?
I don't know. It depends.
I can tell you what's not going to be happening. # give Divas a chance.
No. But with Daniel Bryan,
well, you only have one Divas match. You have,
and it's bad.
I don't know. We'll get to it.
Okay.
Possibly. I don't even know. It depends how injured Daniel Bryan really is.
He's not wrestling.
I know he's not wrestling, but if they decide that he's not going to be wrestling for the long term, they should take the belt off of him and make the Intercontinental title match like a big free for all.
Wait, Kristen, are you trying to tell me WWE's going to give Daniel Bryan a major title at Mania, and then before or right around the time of the next pay-per-view, take it off of him without him losing? I smell a conspiracy.
Also, we've seen it before.
I think Triple H has a shovel out.
But I mean, if he's not going to be,
keeps coming, doesn't
if he's not going to defend it, then he needs to.
Now, if one match to be extended, since we're not going to have the Intercontinental title, if they do decide to do a Battle Royal for the title, which is probably the easiest way out to do it, it's a Battle Royal or a ladder match, and have like 5 or 6 guys
just
in
like
it.
at Mania.
Exactly.
Just redo.
Basically, redo everybody from Mania.
Or you can just get rid of that stupid match in the middle, the Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler in the Kiss My Ass match. Oh, I'm sorry, Arse match.
Can we talk about Sheamus's heel turn and how you can either have beard dreadlocks or a mohawk, but not both?
Because when you have both,
you look like
stupid.
A chicken. You look like a chicken.
Yes.
You do. It looks bad. You either have one or the other. I didn't even hear what that said.
So you do have a problem.
Oh, okay. But I don't care about.
I was saying, you take that match, eliminate it completely, because that just sounds like a stupid match, and just put those both competitors into the Intercontinental title picture.
We're
Eliminate that match completely.
That's what this match basically is, though. This match was basically set up to be a number one contender for their Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Because having Bad News Barrett versus Daniel Bryan, that was the rematch clause for Bad News Barrett going into the next pay-per-view. So, naturally, the next person in line would be whoever wins this match.
Pretty much. That or the Dean Ambrose Luke Harper match as well.
I don't care.
I think that match can actually steal the show.
No, because both of them are favoring to go more towards the U.S. title.
No, but I'm saying that match has the possibility of stealing the whole show.
Yes.
That street fight.
I know we're talking about Extreme Rules, but can you guys honestly say that if, say, something comes up on Sunday, you don't get to watch Extreme Rules, is it going to be the end of the world for you? Are you going to be like, oh no, I miss Extreme Rules?
Oh, okay, I'll go watch Lucha Underground on YouTube.
Exactly. Like, it's just a
I wanna be-
throwaway pay-per-view.
Or New Japan Pro Wrestling.
These
Or New
matches
Japan.
prove that it's a throwaway. This pay-per-view is
It's for
useless.
free.
Ugh.
For new subscribers. With only a 6-month commitment.
Exactly. Let's talk about something else. Give me another topic.
Another topic, okay. Moving on.
Trying not to speed through what all we're talking about.
Let's talk about Neville's debut
Oh my god.
and how he's progressed on the main roster.
I'm just-
and how strong he's looked.
Can I just call him Adrian Neville? I don't like calling
You
him
may
Neville.
call him Adrian Neville.
It's Adrian
Oh,
Neville.
yeah.
Because that's who
Adrian.
he is.
He is doing so fantastic. His first match, who did he have his first match with?
The champion.
Against
The
the
he
champion.
had it against Seth Rollins.
No, never
No.
mind.
His first match was against. Who the hell was he? Oh,
Oh, it was Axelmania.
Axelmania.
Yeah.
Okay, well-
that was his first match.
Well, I saw his match against Seth Rollins, and it was fantastic.
It was
amazing.
beautifully scripted. If this is the future of the WWE, this kind of match from people from NXT moving up to the main roster, the future is bright because this guy is a star.
And it made Seth Rollins look really good.
It
and
made
like,
Neville look fantastic, made him look like a main event player from the get-go.
exactly.
But
I mean, you put somebody like Adrian Neville into
also,
a
you
match
lose
against,
a first name whenever you come to Raw.
That's another story for another day. If you put a guy coming up who's just coming from the developmental territory NXT against the champion of the freaking company, you know he's going to lose. But Seth Rollins knows and Adrian Neville knows they're going to fucking steal the show.
Oh, definitely.
It was a
Because
great
both
match.
of them are physical and both of them know how to move and work. Both of them sold every single move they did on each other. And honestly, with the way that they had the match paced and going, if it wasn't for J&J Security with their interference,
What you knew was going to happen, and I was
Exactly.
okay with that.
because it makes Neville look strong.
And we didn't even touch on him facing Dolph at
Oh my
SmackDown.
God.
No, not SmackDown, Raw. That was
it
on Raw.
That was Raw that we watched that?
Yes.
That was on Raw, and doing the
That was
450
amazing.
splash off the guardrail completely
God, yeah.
blew me away of how good this guy really is. And future matches of him having in the ring, say, I want to see Adrian Neville versus Dean Ambrose. I like to see
Guys,
that.
I'm calling it right now. This time next year, Adrian Neville has gold around his waist. It doesn't have to be the
It'll be
big
IC.
title. It could be IC,
It'll be
US,
IC.
anything. He has gold around his waist.
I hope so, but he is he's a bright spot on what sort of is becoming a dim Raw sometimes.
The spotlight is on him right now.
And he looks so fantastic. And I Spaz brought
Other
this
than the
up.
cape.
Yes, the cape's dumb. But
Lose
whatever.
the cape.
Whatever.
You amazing
Actually, you know
hobbit.
what? I'm fine with the cape because the whole thing is
He
like
takes it off when he goes in the ring.
Exactly.
It's not like he's wrestling with it.
He's not a superhero. He's not a stupid superhero gimmick.
Not really. So
No.
I can live with the cape.
He's the man
Spaz brought up the fact that it seems the IWC is always about, oh, well, NXT is obviously Raw will only get better if you bring NXT guys in. But I mean, Neville brings it to Raw, but obviously he brings out good talent in other wrestlers as well.
He does what Daniel Bryan does, is bring out the best in whoever he's wrestling.
Yep.
This is why Daniel Bryan is so popular, why people love him, because he brings out the best in everyone.
Bring more Adrian Neville.
Yeah.
Period. More
And
Adrian Neville.
While we're on the subject of bringing people up,
Who do you think is going to be the next one?
Oh,
well, I need to tell them about it.
hang on, before we talk about bringing more people up, Lucha Dragons also came up on
Yes,
Raw.
Kalisto.
Yes. Lucha.
Why not? Lucha.
But
Yes! Finally!
they're doing such a fantastic job on Raw as well. I mean, they aren't getting quite the spotlight that Adrian Neville has, but
Being in the tag circuit, though, they bring an entire new life and an entire new momentum going.
You know what it
into
brings?
this.
A new face tag team.
Yes.
yes.
Because we only had one for the past, 3 years, and that's the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we're not even going to talk about the Blue Day. Oh, I'm sorry, New Day.
Well, I think they're heel now.
They're now heel.
Yeah.
They're
But
heel.
their face turn or their face presence was terrible.
So, Lucha Dragon, the NXT guys, I mean, because it's happened in the past where the NXT guys have moved up and it hasn't been good. Fandango was one. Who's another
Adam
one?
Rose.
Adam Rose
Bo
was one that
Dallas.
they just weren't. And that, I think, was totally on gimmick. They were never going to succeed with those kinds of gimmick. Adrian Neville, yeah, he's wearing
Adam
the
Rose
cape.
should have came up as Leo Kruger, not Adam Rose.
But sure, Adrian Neville has the cape and is sort of doing the superhero thing, but it's not so.
At least they're keeping
smothering.
his
It's not so
nickname.
gimmicky.
Yes.
They're keeping his nickname from NXT as the man that Gravity forgot, which I'm
Yes.
fine with.
And the gimmick doesn't smother him,
No.
essentially.
Now, people we want to see come up. There's a rumor going out there right now that I was informed by, I can't remember if it was Heel Steven or OK Fabe, because I know it wasn't Spaz, or was it Spaz? I don't remember. Go watch our video with him and you'll find out for yourself. Finn Balor, in the works of coming up as a heel,
With
to be
Sheamus.
teamed with Sheamus.
It sounds horrible.
Well,
though.
I know they were teaming up when they were doing the English tour, but I don't think that it's going to be this soon. I think by SummerSlam he'll be up, but not right now. I think it's a little too early right now, especially he's still got
If he
a couple
does,
matches
I
in
don't want him
NXT
to
to
be
do.
heel with Sheamus.
I don't want him to
He'll
be
be a
teamed-
face. He will definitely be a face.
I don't want him to team with Sheamus. I want him. It sounds like a bad idea.
No, but the person I can see coming up right now would be Hideo Itami, because number one, he was in the Battle Royal at
Yeah, what
WrestleMania,
happened with that?
and number two, he has no merchandise
On
in NXT. He has no merchandise, so his existence could really be erased in NXT because he has nothing marketability there, and he can just be easily moved up, and they won't lose anything because they're not selling any merchandise there. He could just come right in.
Perfect spot to debut him here at Extreme Rules in Chicago. Let him throw off the GTS.
You know what they should do is if we do have a intercontinental like battle royale ladder match of some kind, at least have him in it. I mean, we know he won't win, but
Yeah.
Have him in, hit the GTS and a couple of...
Heck, throw Adrian Neville in there.
put some kicks in there, and yeah,
Flying
Adrian
knee.
Neville will be good. Flying knee, maybe a GTS, maybe hint at it, and then
No. If he goes forward on main roster, he's hitting it.
No, not in Chicago.
I think
oh
so.
yeah, it would, the CM Punk chants would immediately start.
Not in Chicago.
I think it's possible only because the marks in Chicago know who the hell he is.
These are true. They are the smartiest, some of the smartiest of the smart marks. But I still believe there's going to be a lot of CM
It's not
Punk
Philly.
chants.
It's not Philly, but that's an entirely different animal altogether. That is Paul Heyman's love child.
Mm-hmm.
That's Philly.
Yeah.
We talked about Charlotte maybe moving up. That needs to happen soon, especially
Yeah.
with AJ Lee, and there's such a void. And
They're also saying...
I feel like maybe I'm in the minority of the only person digging Naomi's heel turn. I like it.
It just...
I don't see her winning anything right now.
Well, I can see her winning it, but it's just to have a feud going on back and forth.
Exactly. That's why I like it. I like it because there's actual storyline stuff happening.
And one thing I do see kind of happening towards the end of the year, I see Sasha Banks moving up because right now they're having a Becky Lynch versus Sasha is going to be the next special event for NXT. And I can see them taking the belt off Sasha so soon just to move her up because we're losing. They have to fill this void from AJ Lee. Mm-hmm. And they have to fill it with not just one, but you have to be 2 female wrestlers.
Preferably one face and one heel.
Exactly.
Because I think the Bellas and now Naomi... then they had those other... I don't even know. The Divas division needs some trimming and some rearranging.
I've been seeing some videos of Eva Marie working, and she's not doing too bad. Her moves look fluid. They look good. She's put in a lot of work.
I mean, she's
all this criticism everyone's been giving her. She's been working her ass off, and I'd like to see her come in and
I'm one of her biggest critics, so I will hold off judgment till I see.
The videos I've seen, she looked fantastic, but I can't judge her fully until I see her in a full match because I can just see a tornado DDT on YouTube, a 12-second clip. And be impressed, but it's not a full match. I need to see from start to end if she can do the storytelling in the ring, like majority of the other divas, like Paige and AJ did.
Mm-hmm. On the other podcast, Spaz Phoenix had to be like, Kristen, you have to admit that the Bella Twins are getting better. I'm like, no, I do not have to admit that. They are still awful. They are still terrible. Anything to get them off my screen, really.
They've improved. I can admit that.
I can't.
They've improved. But the thing is, they lack storytelling in the ring.
They're decent wrestlers. They're horrible on the mic.
Oh, terrible.
Like Roman Reigns level of awful. Cocking the fist Roman Reigns level of terrible.
And I've never told anybody that before.
It's horrible. It's horrible. What else? What else do we have
let's talk about Tough Enough.
Oh, yeah, that's coming back.
Tough Enough.
I wonder if my buddy MB tried to be on Tough Enough last time. If you guys don't know, MB Wrestler, go check him out. You can see all of his matches and stuff. He's in several different feds.
Yeah. MB, if you send us a link to a video that you uploaded of your tryout that you sent to WWE, you can give us a link so we can post it below.
Yeah. I'll definitely put a link to his channel.
If any of our viewers have also tried out for Tough Enough, put your link, send us your link so we can put it below so everyone can take a look at all your audition tapes. So
that'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
And if we do get a certain amount, maybe we can review them a little bit and talk about who amongst y'all have potential and what we see in them.
I could do that. Yeah, that'd be cool. What I want from Tough Enough is another moment with Stone Cold where his
I don't think he's
brain.
doing anything with Tough Enough.
Oh, that's sad.
He's not.
No.
That's so sad because I wanted a moment with Stone Cold where some dumb wrestler girl that's not even a wrestler says something dumb and his mind just melts like when, and it was Cameron, funny enough, it was Cameron said, he asked, what is your favorite wrestling match of all time? And she said Alicia Fox versus Melina, and he was like, what? That is your favorite? One, that is not even on a scale for women's matches, let alone matches. He did a double take. He like he couldn't handle that answer.
Couldn't comprehend how stupid that was.
But I think the funniest thing is I've seen on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that was Noelle Foley.
Yay!
Said she's going to try out for Tough Enough.
She'll be on
I'll
it.
be okay with it.
And I cannot wait.
I'm
Noelle,
sure
blow him out of the water. Get your contract. I want to see you in the ring.
I'm sure all the males will be very excited.
I'll be first in line to admit that.
All males will be excited that Noelle Foley would be on Tough Enough. How did Mick Foley create that?
It has to be about
That's a science experiment.
98% his wife.
That's a science experiment. What are you talking
Doesn't
about?
even look like Mick Foley.
It's all the wife.
Mick Foley Foley found that child on the side of the road and decided this is my kid now. That's what happened.
Adopted.
Yes.
Adoption.
Basically.
Do we have anything else?
I got one thing I want to talk about, and I want to talk about Wyatt's cryptic promos. But here's my thing: I tend to overanalyze everything.
No.
Ask these guys.
Yes.
Like my mind's like
he did
leagues.
call Undertaker though.
I did call Undertaker, but my mind is a lot further than what creative can actually do. But I heard the first couple promos that he's done, and I was like trying to piece it together, and I was thinking, and I remembered the Wyatt's last promo in NXT, and they're like, "We're going to take down the machine from the inside," and all these promos kind of made me think about Triple H and how these promos could link to him talking to Triple H, but not really having a matches or pointing anything out or confronting, just kind of leading things. Then Kane, the whole thing with Kane and acting different, and Daniel Bryan saying you're not being yourself, made me think is Wyatt kind of activating the little trigger switch in Kane and imploding the Authority from inside.
You were thinking way too much into this.
That's what I did.
He did call Undertaker though.
Months in ahead.
So who knows? Maybe you're right.
You know, but if I am right, I am a fucking soothsayer.
I thought you were. I thought you were.
The soothsayer.
I thought you were saying Sting
That's
last
your new
time.
D&D role. You're the soothsayer.
No, I think you're. Who's your D&D character? We're no.
I'm a monk.
We're exposing the fact of how nerdy
We are nerds.
Yes.
Yeah. That's as far as we're going in telling you this.
Yeah.
Until we feel more open with all of you.
It's my first time playing D&D. It's going to be so exciting.
Oh, Ruffin's got a wrestling RPG.
Nice.
So
We should bring Ruffin back on the show before he moves.
he's not moving.
He's not.
I'm
Yay!
saying.
He's staying.
But where's his fiance going?
She's moving.
Mississippi, isn't it?
Yeah. She's only going to be 2 hours away. So he's actually going to be still in town. He's going to continue doing
finish his
school
degree.
because they wouldn't let him transfer over.
Oh. Okay, I see that.
He would have to wait out like 8 months, and he couldn't wait that long. Mm-hmm. Because he's almost there to get his degree.
Yep.
Anyways, sidetracking.
Yeah. So,
Can we talk about the idea of horrible Wyatt versus Ryback?
that's the rumor that I hear right now, and I think it's terrible.
If
it
it
does
is,
nothing.
why?
It does nothing for Wyatt.
Creative, why? Just why?
It does nothing for Wyatt.
That sounds
That
like a
is-
horrible match.
Ryback right now has this weird,
Funk?
like, good thing going on right now. Like, people like him.
See if
Who told us? I guess it was on the other podcast where he like suplexed two of Adam Rose's like dancer guys,
Yeah,
and
Spaz told us, yeah.
they were dressed like a hot dog and a banana, and he has them up. He has them up, and he goes
About to do
about
the shell shock, and he's like, "It's funny because they're fruit."
or it's funny because they're food.
Food, yeah.
Boom.
Shell shocks him, then gets a mic and says to the crowd, "What did the banana say to the hot dog?" Nothing, because they just got shell shocked.
This is so
stupid.
I thought it was funny.
It was funny. For the moment, it was funny.
You're just anti-Ryback.
I am anti-Ryback.
You're just anti-Ryback.
I just don't like Ryback. I
Or
don't.
Skip Sheffield.
You know, his best promo he's ever done was in a hospital bed. So
Yeah, when he was hopped up on drugs.
you know, he's calling out all the single moms.
But what a horrible match.
Single mom.
Bray Wyatt versus
big
Ryback.
man.
I don't even know how those two would even wrestle.
And the promos that Wyatt has been giving leave no clues to Ryback, in my opinion.
Leave no clues to
The dedicated one. Okay, that's who's the most dedicated person in WWE? Triple H, not Ryback.
I would love to see Bray Wyatt versus Triple H.
We all would. That's the match everyone wants to see, not Ryback versus Bray Wyatt.
That would be horrible.
That's
Ugh.
like a Superstars match for a dark match before a Raw. Not a potential SummerSlam match or Payback match. We don't want to see that. We do not want to see that at all.
Sorry, I'm looking over and I think our cameraman fell asleep.
Think he is.
Nope, he's up.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, we got a cameraman this week. We're
Sort
definitely
of.
moving up in the
He
world.
We got a bigger budget.
He pushes the button and then he
We give him
watches
beer.
TV.
He's the beer man too.
He's not the beer man because we're not throwing beer in my house.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not
until we get a tarp.
Do we have anything else to talk about? We've only been talking for about 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We powered through this show. Suave was hoping this list he made was going to last us for a while.
They never do last.
I don't know when, but the camera stopped recording.
No!
No, don't say that.
So I got a new name for the new day.
What?
You know, everyone's like, should be the nation of domination.
No.
No. The nation of humiliation.
Lame. All right, so if you didn't notice, our video feed cut out. These two blame it on our cameraman, who is asleep right now. Literally.
Accused for blaming him on cameraman.
But we also could blame ourselves because we knew it would do that. Because it's done it to us before.
Multiple times, actually.
Multiple times.
You know this.
So, yeah. So instead of filming us talking about all of that stuff again, we just decided to keep the audio because the audio was still running. And, yeah, because it is hot as balls in my apartment right now.
It really is, because we have to turn the AC off so you can actually hear us.
My AC is really loud. They are working on that.
Hence why I don't have my jacket on anymore.
Suave was like, I am sweating so badly.
I was underneath the vent for 10 minutes.
I had to persuade him to keep his clothes on.
Try wearing a lucha mask.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty damp.
It's there.
Anyway, so we ran out of topics a little quickly than we thought.
We did. I thought it would take about an hour to do.
It took about 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes, about half that. So, more food for thought. I'm going to have more topics next time.
Yes. Our next show will probably be, I'm going on a 10-day, so it'll be 2 weeks from now.
But to hold you over till next time, there will be another Guapo show.
Possibly a Guapo and Suave show.
You'll never know, because it will be posted, so you will know. Fuck.
You screwed the whole thing up.
I knew what was in my head, goddammit.
We'll see how these guys do.
You have notes on your
without
laptop.
me.
I know, but the notes keep going over and over again.
We'll see how these guys do without me. Anyways, thanks for watching our show, for coming back. You really have pugs as the top of your Facebook thing. Sorry, he's looking on Facebook now, and he has wizard pugs.
We're not getting a pug.
I'm getting a pug.
All right, everybody. Night.
Good night.
Adios, mis amigos.